The Israeli military released a video on Sunday that it claimed showed troops and tanks operating along the agreed lines inside the Gaza Strip. According to Associated Press, preparations were also underway Sunday for the release of Israeli hostages held in Gaza and Palestinian prisoners held in Israel. A message sent Saturday from Gal Hirsch, Israel's coordinator for the hostages and the missing and obtained by the AP, told hostage families to prepare for the release of their loved ones starting Monday morning. One of the families of the hostages confirmed the note's authenticity. Hirsch said preparations in hospitals and in Re'im camp were complete to receive the live hostages, while the dead will be transferred to the Institute of Forensic Medicine for identification. An international task force will start working to locate deceased hostages who are not returned within the 72-hour period, said Hirsch. Officials have said the search for the bodies of the dead, some of whom may be buried under rubble, could take time. Israeli officials believe about 20 of the hostages out of 48 held by Hamas and other Palestinian factions in Gaza are still alive. All of the living hostages are expected to be released Monday. A clash broke out between Afghan and Pakistani soldiers along the Durand Line on the Afghanistan-Pakistan border. Foreign media reported the incident. The confrontation was triggered by Taliban forces attacking Pakistani military positions. Fighting is taking place in Afghanistan's Kunar, Nangarhar, and Helmand provinces. Both sides are said to be using heavy weapons. Over the past 3 days, militants of the Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan group have carried out a series of attacks. As a result, 32 Pakistani soldiers, including 3 officers, have been killed. In the latest attack, 13 soldiers were killed, and 2 days earlier, another 19 soldiers, including 3 officers, lost their lives. It should be noted that the Durand Line is an unmarked 2,670-kilometer border between Afghanistan and Pakistan, stretching from the Iranian border to the Chinese border.
conflict is raging in Russia, rapidly expanding beyond a simple vote. The Central Bank of the Russian Federation invited residents to choose what should appear on the new 500-ruble banknote. Among the options was the Grozny city complex in Chechnya. However, what was supposed to be a harmless poll has developed into a major drama. Chechen leader Ramzan Kadyrov is actively promoting his version, promising generous gifts to voters. Specifically, he announced a giveaway of the latest iPhone 17 among those who voted for the image of Grozny. This move sparked a storm of outrage in Russia's far-right circles. Members of the Z community and Russian ultra-patriots, for whom national identity is a cult, took this as a personal insult. One well-known Z propagandist, Poznyakov, complained that he couldn't buy promotions for the version he liked because all these resources had already been bought by Kadyrov's men. The websites that use cheating have refused to show Elbrus, as they're already showing it on the central bank's website for a different option. The Kadyrovites have bought everyone off. Our Stepashkas sold for 30 pieces of silver. As expected, they've overtaken us. They're blatantly stealing victory from the common people. Maybe it's even for the better. They'll be hated even more across Russia now, although it couldn't be much more, wrote an angry Z patriot. This reaction reflected deep-seated contradictions within Russian society, where aggressive xenophobic propaganda in recent years has created an atmosphere of mutual hostility. Russian ultra-patriots, accustomed to the rhetoric of Russian superiority, react sensitively to any activity by regional leaders, especially when it comes to the Caucasus. Such outbursts could be a dangerous signal. Russia is turning into a powder keg where national contradictions could explode at any moment. The conflict over the symbolic vote on the banknote has only exposed old wounds. Hostility, fear, and the struggle for influence between various groups within the country. While the central bank is trying to maintain the appearance of a people's choice, within Russia itself, an identity crisis and growing discord are becoming increasingly visible, no longer just an internet drama. Earlier, media wrote that Putin's conflict with Kadyrov over the Chechen leader's plans is growing. The source of the tension is Ramzan Kadyrov's desire to groom his son Adam, a teenager who is only 17, for power. Although Kadyrov has older children, Adam has become his chosen successor. According to the Times, Adam Kadyrov has been given several official positions in recent months, including the post of Secretary of the Chechen Security Council, a strategic role for governing the republic. In May, Ramzan Kadyrov met with Vladimir Putin. According to Al Jazeera, during a closed conversation, he allegedly directly proposed handing over power to Adam. However, the Kremlin rejected the idea. According to Professor Emil Aslan of Charles University in Prague, Moscow may be willing to maintain control of Chechnya in the hands of the Kadyrov clan, but it categorically does not support a teenager in the top post. The Kremlin's main priority is stability in the region, and Adam is not yet capable of guaranteeing it. Aslan believes